Oh my god. Look at the size of this thing.
November may get all the glory, but very few sits can beat the few days leading up to November. Halloween of 2022 was no exception. I try to get into the back 40 early to watch all of the action unfold. However,
it's black. I'm using my phone, but there's a buck grunting like right next to me. I gotta get in this tree stand. Like yesterday. I gotta get up right now. This is crazy. I don't want to spook him though, because he might come back. Oh, he's chasing hard. Perfect. Alright, I can get up, I think. I just had the best hunt of my life before I could even see. I get to the top of the ridge where my stand is, and I just hear a crash and grunting. A buck is chasing a doe behind me. I get to the base of my stand. I hear more grunting on the other side of me. I just decide, you know what, I'm just getting up. I'm gonna be as loud as I can. I get up the stand. I set up as fast as possible. The whole time I'm setting up, there are deer within 5 to 10 yards of me. They are like right underneath me. Absolutely insanity.
Halloween and the surrounding days are the days that I have circled all year, and it's exactly for this reason. That sit was the best of the year. It was the most exciting, even though it may have not panned out for me. But if you're new to Sgt Outdoors, Jordan Rush is our resident giant killer, and 2022 was no exception. As we turn the calendar to November, I see his name show up on my phone, and I know before I even answer the call.
I didn't even range him.
You that close?
He wasn't directly below me, but he's, I don't know, 20, 25. oh my God, like my face is going down. I don't know. I'm gonna go down here and look at my arrow and maybe see if I can find blood for 20, 30 yards, and I'll let you know.
It's October 1st. It's about 5 p.m. It's October 7th. It's October 12th. Sitting on a spot I haven't tried yet this year. It's a little after 3 o'clock. I'm sitting in the same spot I sat yesterday. Alright, it's October 18th. It seems like the pre-run's starting to kick off a little bit. Guys are saying that catching a lot of deer, getting bucks chasing does on camera. It's October 24th, pre-rut. The bucks are starting to act funny. It's 7:45, October 25th.
Oh my God!
No way.
Oh my God!
No way.
Oh, dude! Oh my God! Look at the size of this thing. Oh my God! Here, I'll give you a hand. Dude!
I can't even bend his neck.
You got him.
Holy cow!
Oh my God.
He broke off too. Look at that.
He's been like that the whole time.
Has he? Where'd the other motor drop start? That thing is a giant. Yeah, you hit him perfect. I can't believe you went this far before you hit him.
He's huge.
He is
massive. That's a 6-year-old buck right there.
This morning
What time did I tell you that I saw Casper?
at 8 o'clock. It was early.
So I saw him come in, knew he had a doe with him. He was probably like, I don't know, 80, 90 yards out. I was just being patient. I was sitting there. I hadn't seen anything for a long time, but I never heard these deer work off, so I just kind of stuck it out. I was starving. I was getting weak. Probably noonish, 11:30ish, I saw a doe, and I assumed that it was the doe that this guy was hanging out with. And watched her for about an hour. I'd watch her, she'd stand up, she'd sit down, she'd feed, she'd stand up again, and eventually she started working my way, probably, I don't know, 20 minutes after 12. And the doe was pretty much to me, and I assumed that it was his doe. So sure enough, the doe's already to me. 3-4 minutes later, she's sitting in front of me feeding, and I hear her cracking behind me, and I look behind me, and it's this guy. You can't miss him. It's obviously him. Super exciting, obviously. I was trying to keep my cool. I just missed a buck the other day, and I'm happy I did. But so I was trying to stay, collected, calm, and he got behind a big pine tree that was next to me, and I attempted to pull back behind when he was behind this pine tree, but my knock came off my string, so then I had to balance my bow on my knee in my stand and because your arrow falls forward, right? When it falls off. So I was doing this whole thing as this guy is standing 20 yards from me, and I put my knock back on my string. I don't know my trees, but anyways, there's a pine tree, and then there's a group of birch right in front of me, and he got behind one of those birch. He had no idea I was there. And I just pulled back. He was probably 30 yards maybe, and I gave him, the classic Matt, and he stopped, and I fucking drilled him. So
Hell yeah.
that's it.
Bam.
Where's Abby?
Honey!
Look at Daddy got.
What Daddy did?
There's also blood.
You want to see it?
That's so cool.
Is that big?
It's a big buck, huh? You want to see it?
Go up there and touch him, honey.
Congratulations, Jordan, on another great story and successful year. The story as well as the buck are a thing of beauty. But with the cold weather here and the calendar turned to November, there is no time to slow down. The following morning, I head right back out to where all the bucks had been cruising on the town property in hopes of one of the giants showing his face.
When you're hunting such a small part of a property, like I was hunting literally a pinch point that doesn't have a lot of woods on the other side of it. There's a lot of town. Like, I'm really close to town. So where that dog just came from is literally the spot I thought the bucks were gonna come from. Sure enough, 2 bucks came from that way, but it's because they were running away from a dog. I moved the stand over here to be on this pinch point. And I risked and gave up the other half of the woods to the north of me because we have south winds. So my sun's just blowing all through the property that direction. And now that might have been a pretty big mistake. I mean, fingers crossed, maybe those 2 bucks run over there and spook something up, but in general, that puts a massive damper on the day right there. I got real excited when that 3-year-old turned around and then ran with his tail up. I thought a big buck was coming, just running him off, but turns out it was a dog. just walked right where that dog went to. So we'll see if he comes boiling back out or not. That's not the first buck that came by me, so that's 2 3-year-olds that I've seen this morning already. I was having a lot of regrets just before those deer showed up, I'm not gonna lie. But here we are, we're in the game. Fingers crossed we get eyes on a big one, and if I get a shot, even better, but I would totally settle for just seeing a shooter. Breakfast of champions right there. Oh, cotton candy bang, undefeated. Probably about 100 yards down in the bottom of the swamp over here. She looked to the north a couple times, flicked her tail, and then tail up ran. So I assume there's a buck down there chasing her, but stood up to film that eagle. I scanned and looked and didn't see anything. I sat down and looked. Saw in the morning. It's a nice 9-pointer. He's splitting off on his brow tines. That's another buck I'd like to see survive a year. But he is rutting, mouth open. He saw me, I think. I was just standing up like an idiot. I should have brought the tripod instead of using the camera. But that's 2 deer that came out of nowhere. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is officially that time of year where anything can happen.
With November in full swing and the bucks in full rut, the best time of the year is here. This is the time that we all live for as hunters. Giants are moving, and for the first time this year, every time we head to the stand, we don't think, but we expect a shooter to show up. On the next episode of The Debrief.